Hello once again, beautiful souls. I come to you today to offer a energy healing and energy reading. I will begin by reading some cards to sort of see where everyone is at, see what it is that you need most in this time. I believe it is important to let energy tell us what it needs, as we are at our core energy. We are vibration. And that when we treat ourselves as being energy first, that we are treating the root of the issue. That's not to say that we should ignore the physical care of the physical world, but that in concert with other means of treatment, energy healing adds a great deal to the process. So we have first, we got a set of 3. We have first, create a fire, followed by coming out together, firepower, and knowledge. Perhaps we're on the beginning of a new creative pursuit, the breaking of our shackles, and standing strong and tall in our knowledge. So perhaps we're dealing with some form of, what's the word? Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something most of us deal with, especially the more quote-unquote successful you become in life. It is extremely common for people who, we experience imposter syndrome in all aspects of life. Mothers and fathers see themselves as bad parents. Children and individuals see themselves as not being enough, that their value is based on some outside factor, that there's some ideal that we need to live up to. We have the 5 of Cups. So there's the concern over mistakes or failures, while we have still with us successes. And even though our cups are spilled, they're still there. Your successes aren't any less just because they didn't come in the form that you were most hopeful for, that you were most wanting. And so today we will be doing a healing energy work on self-worth. I want to begin by saying that you are loved unconditionally. That means there is no condition, no requirement, no expectation of you. You are loved just as you are, in all of your perceived faults and failings. The universe and I love you unconditionally. There's nothing you can do that will lessen that love that we hold for you. And I hope that you can hold that same love for yourself. We will be doing, I believe, a full chakra cleanse today. I felt called to grab my chakra stones before beginning. So we'll be doing a full alignment. We'll begin with your crown and work down to your root. So we will go ahead and begin that now. If you would like to be a part of this healing, simply nod your head, say I accept, but it is important to have your consent, as no healing can take place without your consent. Because a healing, if it was forced on you, would not be out of unconditional love. So we will now begin. I ask that you get comfortable. Perhaps lay down, close your eyes. Find some stillness in this moment. Begin from the top of your head. Ask your body, how would it feel to relax my head, my forehead, your cheeks, your jaw? How would it feel if they relaxed? Moving to our neck, how would it feel if you relaxed? To our shoulders, how would it feel if you relaxed? To our chest, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your spine, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your broader back, how would it feel if you relaxed? Down to your core, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your hips, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your upper legs, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your lower leg, how would it feel if you relaxed? To your ankles, feet, how would it feel if you relaxed? I open now a channel to Reiki. We ask our higher selves, our ancestors, our spirit guides, Source, God, to help us heal what is ready to be healed, to let go of what is ready to go, in the name of the highest good of all. Remember that you are loved. There is nothing you need to do to earn love. Love is your birthright. When you were born as a baby, it was your natural state. When you were a child, you were full of love. You were full of excitement. You were full of play. As we heal, we return to that state. A carefree joy and wonder. People's actions that taught us differently, they were still done in love because they were hurt, or those they loved were hurt. But at some point someone learned a lesson and thought that by teaching that lesson, they were teaching you how to love yourself. And so we do not say, I hate you, because hate is hate. We say thank you for the lesson, but I do not need that lesson anymore. I am learning a new path, one where I give myself grace, one where I forgive myself, because I did what I did, believing it was out of love, believing it was for love. As you learn and grow, you will learn that love is the driving force of all our actions. And it is the confusion of the world that misaligns them, that teaches that love comes with a condition, it comes with a requirement, but you do not have to live in that life. You can simply love for love's sake. That does not mean that if someone breaks your boundaries, trespasses against you, or does things that hurt you, that they deserve a place in your life. Trust is earned. Love is unconditional. You are love, and you are loved. I return to you now, your chakra energies. They have been cleansed through the use of my crystals. Crystals aligned with the aspects of those energies. We look now to your ear chakras. When these become clouded, when they become full of misaligned energy, we will get thoughts that keep repeating in our head. Words will be spoken and repeat. We give these energies to the soil. We give it to Mother Earth. And we ask Source Energy to come in and replace that which is gone, filling it with love and light. May your thoughts and the words you hear be filtered through love and compassion. you're ready, you may open your eyes. And I will give you a final send-off message. What can they expect in the days to come? We have the tree of knowledge. In reverse. In here we see Adam and Eve, and we see the snake, but the snake is at the bottom. We instead are greeted with this focus of the flowers. Let your garden grow. Let the concerns that come, come. But if they are filtered through the love, let them be filtered through love. That's the message. We have here the cemetery cypress. Now it can represent an aspect of death, but it's much more about new life and growing from that which came before. Let the lessons you have learned, the trials you have faced, shape what you become now. See them for what they were. Lessons, teachings from your fellows and from yourself. And let your tree grow strong. We have the maple. This is a card about struggle, but that the fruit that comes from that struggle is joyous. Know that the trials you face have a purpose. They are here to teach you, to show you how you are strong. Glorify in those strengths. Celebrate those strengths. You are deserving of it. And then we have the giant reed in reverse. In this card is depicted Pan, who made a flute from the spirit of a nature spirit. As he chased them, and they sought refuge there. Let music be the thing that fills your life. The joy of dance and movement. If you are feeling stagnant and stuck, gentle movements, soft or ecstatic, whatever comes, whatever fills you with the most joy to do, can be very healing. Treat yourself. Do the work that must be done. I feel there is still more message for you. Do we have any words for our viewers? Anything they need to hear today? Any words of strength or comfort? Words of encouragement or warnings? Memories in reverse. It is important to not become trapped in stone when we have our doubts and have our fears. Find safety in that moment. Remember, when you do feel safe, how that feels, so that you may call upon it later. It is in your body, and it is yours to claim. That is not to say it will be easy. But again, gentle movements, dance and play, sing and exalt. I remember now, I went to a camp growing up, and they would have us jump in a lake. The water was extremely cold, and their advice when you jumped in was to scream. That helped keep your air lungs open, helped you breathe when you were in there and not freeze up. Find a way to release yourself from the stone that would bind you. And if you do it and you still feel too much and you need to go lay down, you need to rest, then please do so. Your body knows what it needs. Trust it to teach you. Trust it to tell you. Allow yourself for just a moment to remember joy, to remember peace, to remember happiness. Do what you need to do to feel uplifted, whether it's a funny video, a game, a walk. If it fills you with peace and joy, it is good, so long as it doesn't harm another. There is nothing wrong in it. Thank you for being here with me today, and I hope this video leaves you better than it found you.